Well, good morning, everyone. It's Saturday morning, and here we are for another segment of the Rotarian Spotlight. And we're going to be hopefully meeting face to face in a safe way here very shortly in the Hall of Mirrors. But until then, we're going to continue on with our Rotarian Spotlight. And I'm really, really excited to have not one, not two, but three Otcheres family members here with me today. And I really want to thank each and every one of you, Tony, before, and Alexia, for being with us today.
Thank you, President Dave.
Thank you, President Dave.
Absolutely. Well, we'll dive in here pretty significantly, but you're certainly one of the families, one of the few, I would say, that have more than one member in a family being in Rotary, not one, but two and three, as I mentioned. So it's quite the story. So I want to learn more about that as we go this morning. So we'll start out this morning just asking each one of you to tell a little bit about yourself, maybe about your career. In the case of Alexia, your future budding career, I guess we could say, and maybe some of your family thoughts and just hobbies and interests. So how about if we start with Tony?
Thank you, President Dave. I am a native of Cincinnati, Ohio. I attended Xavier University, where I received my Bachelor's of Liberal Arts and a Master's of Education. I am also a licensed practical nurse and a real estate investor. I've been married to my soulmate for over 30 years. And of course, we have one wonderful daughter, Alexia Otcheres, whom in which is graduating from Cincinnati Country Day today, actually, in a couple of hours.
Yay! Congratulations.
So that's pretty exciting. They're going to do the drive-by graduation at the school, but it's still exciting that they have some type of closure to their high school career. Archery and I started Provisions Ministries, a nonprofit organization back in the early 90s. Where we both were already in love with domestic and international service. We also serve men and women, seniors, veterans, and people of different backgrounds, mental health and health, with mental illness and health issues. I've served in many capacities, helping people both domestically and internationally. We started serving individuals in Ghana in the 90s as well, supplying school supplies, textbooks, painting the interior, exterior of walls. And back then is when the government really didn't supply any type of textbooks or anything for students or shoes. So we tried to kind of fill that gap the best that we could.
Lunches as well.
At lunches, we also started a lunch program. So it's just been an amazing journey of being able to help other people. It's just always been in our blood. So that's kind of a little bit about me.
That's good.
How about before?
Thank you, President Dave. I'm originally from Ghana, and I came to US, and I went to school at Xavier too. I got my MBA from there. After that, I worked for General Electric for over 10 years and worked for another company, Gallery Group, as a finance officer. And when my daughter was born, I kind of formed a real estate investing company so I could spend some more time with my daughter. And after that, basically we've been just doing a whole lot of service to other people and helping. And me, my wife, and her now are a team, and we just think it's a great thing to work together sometimes to offer service to others.
Absolutely. And what about Alexia? You've got some plans on the horizon.
Yeah, so my name is Alexia, of course. Thank you, President Dave. And I'm so excited to be going to UC this fall. I'm majoring in medical sciences with an intent to go to medical school. I've actually already been accepted into medical school through the Dual Connections program at UC. So I'm very excited about that. I think we're all elated about that news. My goal is to be a plastic surgeon. I've always wanted to be able to go back to Ghana specifically as a child, but all around the international international community and give back through surgeries, plastic surgeries for kids who have cleft palates, club foot, any kind of deformity. In rural areas, it's very difficult to find a doctor, let alone a surgeon, who can even help in those situations. So a lot of people go undiagnosed and untreated. Another part of my life, that's a huge part of my life, as I said, is service. They instilled that into me very young. I think I took my first service trip when I was 3 to Ghana at one of the schools that they sponsored, and I just fell in love with it after that.
And you were also president of your Interact Club.
Yes, I absolutely loved founding the Interact Club at Country Day. I felt it gave a specific space. The school's already hugely into service, but I think it gave the students a specific space that they can learn more about Rotary Club, as well as how to give back, where to give back, what communities need it, knowing that the international community is also very important in the service world and aspect. So, yeah.
Well, it's been a neat story so far that I've learned anyway. So, well, let's have a little bit of fun. And I'm going to ask you to go around the family here and tell a little fun story about one of your family members that maybe no other Rotarian knows.
Uh-oh.
Well, sure, we can do that. We're going to pick on Alexia this time. I believe it was when Alexia was in the 8th grade. Alexia's always been pretty tall. She's been 5'9" for quite some time. And holding. And so everyone was coaching her. They wanted her to play basketball for them. And so they would come to me because she was kind of apprehensive about it. Even though she was tall, she was apprehensive. And so they would come to me, you have to get Alexia to play basketball for us. I'm thinking to myself, you really don't know my daughter, okay? I said, okay, that's fine with me if she agrees to it. So finally she agreed to play basketball.
A really close friend of mine was playing at the time, and so I was like, what could go wrong? Like, I'm friends, it's a game, it shouldn't be difficult. And so I think one of the few games I played, which shows how great of a player I was. I was so excited. I got the ball in my hands. I was dribbling down the court, and I scored it in the basket, and the crowd went silent. And I'm thinking, they should be screaming my name. Like, it should be Alexia, Alexia, Alexia. I scored the point in our own basket for the other team. and my mom, I just remember looking and seeing my mom, and she was just like, that was definitely
life is about making memories, and you'll never forget that one, right? All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about your Rotary and your Interact experience. And Tony, before you joined the club, about 2 years ago, I guess, 2 years ago, and you've been extremely active in a variety of different areas in the club. And as I mentioned, Alexia was the president of her Interact Club at Country Day. But tell us a little bit about your experiences and how important that Rotary and Interact have been to you.
Sure. Balfour and I were introduced to Rotary in 2017 by Sid Albert Sidgwick. Yeah. And while traveling, I met a man, which was a Rotarian, past president in Sweden. And he began to share with me the many things that Rotary was doing. And he pointed out some things about polio. And me being in the medical field, it just touched my heart. Mm-hmm. And I knew at that moment that we had to become Rotarians. It was like I found my breath, and the mantra of service above self just resonated with me. Resonated with my very being. And so I knew that this is what I wanted to do. I didn't really know where we would fit in as far as Rotary was concerned, but as I was there, I began to learn more, and their vision as far as internationally is concerned, the project that we've been doing for years was the perfect opportunity. So we made a presentation to the World Affairs Committee under the leadership of Richard Lajeunesse and Don Ollinger, which have been wonderful leaders. And they accepted our presentation. And since 2018, we've been doing the Ghana Schools Project, which really flourished under President Flynn's leadership, as well as yours, President Carlin. The project just blossomed, it blew up. It started on one scale and it just skyrocketed, where we were able to continue to paint interior, exterior. And I tell you something that really, I think, touched us this year to really confirm this is what we should be doing. The building that we painted the school buildings that we painted last year, they let us know that the building had not been painted for 70 years.
Wow.
And that really resonated. We were able to pass out 10,000 pairs of sunglasses, do a pilot program of CPR and first aid, and just a number of things, vision screening. It's just been a wonderful ride to be able to be a part of Rotary and to help people, not just domestically, which we love as well, we do our part with that, but to go abroad where people really can't help themselves and they desperately need it because there's no other avenue for it. So it's been a wonderful ride. The people in Club 17, the 17th oldest club in the world, they're just wonderful, amazing people and like-minded people, and it's been an honor to be a part of this organization. Yeah. So what can I say?
And we have felt welcome and been accepted to do most of these things. So that's a fantastic story for Club 17.
I think one of the greatest joys that we have is that our daughter has been able to be a part as well. And that's something that we wanted, because we want this legacy of service to continue from generation to generation.
Absolutely.
I've absolutely loved being president at Country Day, and I think that I really hope that it will continue on. I think we have a girl who would like to be president and really like to lead this club as well, and I'm really excited for the future. And I mean, I'll still be here, so it'll be nice to check in every once in a while and see what they're doing. But I'm excited to be a part of Rotaract also. I know the president, Angela Liu, we were working in conjunction to bring more interactive activities with the Rotary Club, the Rotaract clubs, and the Interact clubs. So I'm really excited to just get started next fall and really see where we go.
Well, if you didn't bring that up, I was going to. So we definitely would love to have you part of Rotaract at UC, because they have had a long, good history of service success there. So, and I'm sure you'll help them continue with that. So.
Well, thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure for me this morning to talk to you. You know, I'm glad that we have this package deal of the whole family being involved with Rotary, because you've made a really big impact on Rotary in the short time you've been involved. So thanks so much for everything you've done and that you continue to do. And I hope that we'll be able to see each other very, very soon in person. So everyone have a great day. And Alexia, congratulations on your graduation.
Thank you so much.
Go well today, and we'll look forward to seeing you all soon.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank
Take
you.
care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.